What's up, you guys? Sean Ross Sapp, Fightful, here with a name you know. We've had the great pleasure of interviewing him a couple times here.
Yes.
We got the Blue Meanie. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. Here in Indianapolis, kind of where my career kind of started back in the day. I love coming to these conventions. It's like a high school reunion. I'm here with Nova, having a blast. Great to see you. Great to see the great folks out there.
Ready to skip over to Cincinnati. Look at this! Look at this! My God.
You never know who's going to run in.
Cameos aplenty. You can skip right over to Cincinnati, watch a real baseball team play. Honestly, listen, after you're done selling your merch this weekend,
Yes, sir.
you can probably buy the team.
Oh, well, you know, I don't know if I can handle both wrestling and that. Tony Khan seems to have the dual sport thing down pat. You know, I can barely take care of myself. So.
Us just mentioning you in the Cincinnati Reds, you are now the 4th highest paid player on the Cincinnati Reds team. That's just the way that works now.
I like Cincy.
Me too.
Yeah.
I don't like. Sell the team. What are you doing? What are we doing here? But
And we thought Mark Schott was a bad owner. I mean,
know, right? Listen, there was some bad stuff there.
Yes.
You would hear stories about her letting the dogs lick mayo off of sandwiches, then putting them on and feeding them to Barry Larkin and stuff.
Oh my God.
Barry Larkin deserves better than that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I was over here. I was checking out your merch table. I mentioned the RetroMania game. I love this game. What was the process of finding out that they wanted you for it, that it was a reality, any of that stuff?
Mike Herman, the creator of RetroMania wrestling video game, was a lifelong fan of WrestleFest, a game I spent thousands of quarters on. Amazing game. And it became like a passion project. And he reached out to me through Mike Archer, who used to work with the WWE and did a lot of stuff for WWE video games and stuff like that. And I was on the board immediately. You know, my whole career, I've only been in 2 video games, WrestleMania 2000 and the first SmackDown game. And it's just like the opportunity to be in a retro game called RetroMania was a no-brainer. So, and the fact that I was going to be a part of it with the BWO, Tommy Dreamer, Road Warriors, NWA's involved with the studio wrestling. No-brainer. It's been very cool. It's been very cool.
What other video games had you been involved with in the past? Because I know that sometimes you would arrive right after the roster cutoffs for some of these.
Yeah. Like I said, I was at WrestleMania 2000, and I was in the first SmackDown game, but only as you can only unlock me in the story mode.
Oh, okay.
So when I started doing my new Meanie look with the new paint and the new gear or boots, you could unlock that and make me in the game, but that was it as far as video games. And then, unfortunately, when I went to WWE, ECW made their action figures. I went back to ECW. WWE released their line of action figures, the Bone Crunchers.
Yep.
I missed out on the action figures.
But you haven't really, because you got a new Bone Cruncher out. And I am a big Bone Cruncher collector. I love these. Yourself, Adam Baum, both have new Bone Crunchers coming out. Or out now.
I am so fortunate to have this career. I've been wrestling since '94. And to have a little bit of merch back then. But now in 2023, I have all these really cool action figures coming out. Got a cool video game. We were at this convention talking to people who pass down their pro wrestling like a family heirloom. You know, some people pass down their good china. The parents at this convention are like, here's my pro wrestling, here's my ECW. This is and thank God for the network or Peacock, whatever it's on now. People are rediscovering ECW and stuff like that. So to do that, be able to make new merchandise, or be a part of really cool merchandise in this day and age it's very fortunate.
I gotta say, you have not aged much, Blue Meanie. What are your skincare secrets? Throwing blue stuff all over you.
Well, thank God for Mrs. Meanie. She's my stylist. But I always tell people I aged into my look kind of thing. There's a great baseball player named Larry Anderson. He was a pitcher for the 93 Phillies. He had a great line. He's like, you're only young once, but you could be immature forever. So I choose that path in life where every day I find a reason to laugh. Even if I'm having my worst day, find a reason to laugh, work on the facial muscles, keeps you looking young.
You could have been the Rod Beck of wrestling, too. Like, I saw a meme of him the other day, and I was like, he's 28 in this picture. He looked like he was 47 and just got done working at the mill. Like, that's Rod Beck, man.
Hey, man, I'm very fortunate. Good genetics, I guess, from my mom. I got my mom's good hair, just stuff like that. I'm fortunate I still have hair.
Your mom had blue hair.
Yeah. Who knew? Who knew? And it worked its way into a wrestling career. I'm very fortunate.
Well, we're very fortunate to speak with you. It's always a pleasure. Tell the people where they can find you on social media.
If you would like to find the Blue Meanie on all forms of social media, very easy, at Blue Meanie BWO. If you would like to support the Blue Meanie, go to prosatees.com/Blue Meanie. You get yourself a BWO shirt. I have a podcast called Mind of the Meanie, which drops every Monday morning wherever you get your favorite podcast, or go to mindofthemeanie.com.
Until next time, guys, we're out. NordVPN.com/Fightful makes my browsing experience better. Way better than yours if you don't use it. Why? Because I can block online trackers. I can block annoying pop-up ads and malware. I can browse safely, securely, wherever I am, even if I'm right here on all my devices. This laptop, actually this is a desktop. What am I saying? But this laptop right here, this phone right here, that router over there, the TV over there, all with NordVPN.com/Fightful. You can also save on pay-per-views. Maybe you want to check out AEW without commercials. Maybe you miss the old WWE network. Maybe you want to buy a big UFC pay-per-view with an overseas service at a much more affordable rate. NordVPN.com/Fightful not only has you covered, but when you get one of their plans, you're effectively going to save yourself money. And I'm going to save you some more. 4 months free on top of that deal and a 30-day money-back guarantee. NordVPN.com/Fightful.